We are on page 9 of your digital notebook. There are 2 questions here. The first question, where did the Israelites stop while on their journey, and why did they stop there? You'll find that answer in this blue highlighted paragraph. The second one, what is the lesson of Exodus? The last video, you learned about the Exodus. What is the lesson of it? So you'll find that answer in this pink highlighted paragraph. Let's go ahead and listen to both.
What are the 10 Commandments? The book of Exodus says that during the Israelites' journey, they stopped at the foot of Mount Sinai. Moses went up the mountain to meet with God. The Torah tells how at Sinai, God gave Moses the Torah, which forms the foundation of Judaism. The Torah includes laws, among them those known today as the 10 Commandments. A commandment is an order to do something. The Torah contains many other laws, but the 10 Commandments are the most important. The accounts of Exodus and the 10 Commandments are important to Jews, Christians, and others. For them, the lesson of Exodus is that if people believe in God and obey God's laws, God will protect them and support them.
All right, number 1, where did the Israelites stop while on their journey, and why did they stop there? You'll find that answer in this blue 2 sentences. Number 2, what is the lesson of Exodus? You'll find that answer in this pink paragraph. All right, page 10, if we scroll down. Oops, sorry, it's the next page. So hit next again. All right, so return to the promised land. Let's go ahead and, all right, sorry about that. We needed this picture. My bad. So this is all about your own opinion. All right, so both of these questions, you're looking at this chart. So look at the 10th commandment and infer what covet means. Infer means, what do you think it means? So here's the 10th commandment. Here's all 10 of them. The 10th commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, nor his wife, nor anything that is your neighbor's. So what do you think covet means? Go ahead and type that in for your response. Number 4, which commandment do you think is the hardest to follow? There are no wrong answers here. As long as you put one of them, you're going to get this one right. So let's look at them. Number 1, the first commandment. I, the Lord, am your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. To explain that, this means to recognize God as the one and only God and to understand the relationship between people and God. The second commandment, you shall have no other gods besides me. You shall not make for yourself a sculptured image or any likeness of what is in the heavens above or on the earth below or in the waters under the earth. So this means you are not to worship any other god or false idols. The third commandment, you shall not swear falsely by the name of our Lord your God. Explanation, this is to speak the truth seen today in legal oaths. The fourth commandment, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. That one is to dedicate one day to rest and worship. The fifth commandment, honor your mother and your father. This means to respect and love one's parents. The sixth commandment, you shall not murder. Okay, explanation, to not murder others. All right, so I hope none of you say that this one is super hard to follow. I'm just saying, please don't tell me that you cannot follow the commandment of you shall not murder. I'm just saying. Next, the seventh, you shall not commit adultery. And this is to ensure faithfulness to one's spouse, seen today in divorce laws. So that means if you are married you don't also have a girlfriend or boyfriend. 8th commandment, you shall not steal. That means to prevent taking another person's belongings. 9th commandment, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Explanation, to prevent lying, seen today by laws against testifying falsely in a court of law. And finally, the 10th commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, nor his wife, nor anything that is your neighbor's. Explanation, to prevent wanting other people's possessions, life, or spouse. Now, I'm going to tell you that that's probably the hardest one for me, because when you see someone who has something better than you, for instance, there is a house probably four doors down from mine that is just huge. It's a mansion. Of course, I wish it was mine. That's what that means. You shall not want, right? I hope you already answered number 3, but it means wanting what your neighbor has. It's hard not to. So for me, I'm going to say number 10 is the hardest for me. Because if I see someone who's got nice stuff, better stuff than I have, of course I'm jealous. I'm envious. I want what they have. But you know what? We have to work for what we have. So it just makes me want to work harder. So go ahead and get number 4 answered. Which commandment, so which of these purple ones, 1 through 10, do you think is the hardest to follow? Okay? Good luck.